Should I get my real estate license in 2021? Is real estate going to be this wonderful revelation that opens up all sorts of doors and opportunities for me and unlocks my path to financial freedom? Or is it going to be this miserable, blood-sucking vampire that somehow manages to take all of the joy and enthusiasm out of my life? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Stick with me, and I really hope that you enjoy. First things first, my name is Ilan and I'm a real estate broker manager here in the Greater Toronto area. I've been in the industry for a while and I wanted to make this video today to help out people who were in my shoes way back when I was starting out in the business, to help you out, maybe illuminate your path and help you with your decision-making process along the way. A couple disclaimers before I start. Number one, of course, because I'm centered in the Greater Toronto area, the information that I give may be a little bit centric to this region in particular. However, I want you to get some sort of value from this video wherever it is in the world that you might be, and whichever maybe commission only sales pursuit that you might be venturing into, not only real estate in particular. The other disclaimer that I want to give is that unfortunately in this business there is a lack of good, trustworthy, valuable information going around, and the fact of the matter is that real estate commissions are substantial, especially here in a place like the Greater Toronto area where the average home price in the municipality of Toronto in the last few weeks has exceeded the $1 million mark, and that's the average property. And of course, if we take a 2.5% commission rate, this is an average agent commission per transaction of $25,000, and that's before HST, which we do get paid with HST as well.
I love gold!
There's no surprise to us that good, valuable information is hard to come by, because you can practically smell the commission breath coming out of a lot of agents' mouths, and you know who you are if you do this. And in general, it's very difficult to give someone advice that's not protecting your own pockets, but is protecting their best interests. So I want to tell you guys today, I want to do the exact opposite of that. I want to give you guys fully true, unbiased information so that you can make the best decision for yourself. There's no reason for people who hate real estate and are miserable doing what they do to run around with their licenses, because A, you're gonna hate it, and B, the clients are not necessarily gonna be getting the service that they deserve either. So let's talk about the benefits first. Benefit number one, and probably the number one thing that makes people the most excited about our business, is that there's absolutely no ceiling to how much you can make in gross commission income. Let's take Ontario as an example. Here in Ontario, we have 56,000 licensed agents. 18,000 of those hang their license with Royal LePage Canada, just to give you an example. Out of those 18,000 agents at Royal LePage Canada, the number one agent and top producer wrote $5 million of gross commission income last year alone.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
And the important thing to remember about these people, and there's a plethora of them who are making $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 million a year, or anywhere between $400,000 and the $1 million mark. These are top producing agents who are not rare to come by. And the interesting thing about them is that if it's a slow market, if it's a hot market, if it's a bad market, if it's a good market, they still manage to yield these results. So I do want to start off by telling you that the real estate business is going to matter much more about things that you can control and much less about the things that are external factors that you can't control. And I hope that in future videos I could illuminate how to use this fact to your advantage. But having said this, there's absolutely no limit to how much it is that you can earn. Nobody is ever going to look at you and say,
"You made too much money this year, give some of it back."
Thank God it's never going to happen. Of course, there's also no floor to how much you can make. Nobody is ever going to say,
"You really struggled this year, here's 10 grand to help you pay your bills."
It's also not going to happen. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword, but the fact that there's no limit to how much you can make in any given year or on any given transaction has to be one of the biggest benefits to this business. Benefit number two, of course, is that you're going to be working for yourself. You don't have a boss in this business. There's nobody looming over your shoulder and giving you tasks and deadlines and quotas to fulfill and assignments to do and all of these sorts of things.
Hello, Peter.
What's happening?
Not gonna happen. Nobody's gonna get you in trouble for sleeping in on any given day or coming to work a little bit late or not showing up at all. The only thing that you stand to lose, of course, is a given client or customer or commission, but you're never gonna be fired for this or lose your license or be unable to work the next day at the same company that you've been working at. So this is, of course, a huge benefit. And that ties into another quick benefit that I'll mention, which is that you aren't going to be downsized in a business like real estate. You're not going to be laid off from your job. Unless you join a brokerage that, for example, goes bankrupt or belly up, that's one thing, but you'll always still have your license and you'll be able to choose a different brokerage and sell real estate there. So there's going to be very few things, I would say, barring maybe a large legal issue or a license suspension, something to do with breaking the code of ethics or something of this nature. With the exception of that, you're pretty much always going to be able to have your license and to do business wherever it is that you're living, which is a great benefit of our business. Benefit number 3, and I think the most important one, is that we help people with very, very substantial decisions in their life. Real estate is usually going to be the number one largest investment that any given person makes. I don't know about you guys, but I can't think of any other place that the average person is going to be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on something that's going to be a growing, appreciating asset for years and years to come, that's going to contribute probably the most to that individual's net worth, and also is going to be, of course, a home where they build their family and memories for years to come as well. And as the real estate professional helping them out with their transaction, the kind of experience that they get is going to very much rely on the kind of service that you give. And as a great agent, you could very much be the difference maker between someone having a smooth and wonderful transaction and a great time with their move, or from it being a complete and utter nightmare that they can't wait to wake up from.
This is fine.
So the agent does have a very large role to play in helping people out and making sure that they do have a great experience with what obviously can be extremely daunting and scary if you don't know what it is that you're doing. So guys, I hope you could see that if you're willing to put the work in and you're willing to build your business to where it is that you want it to go, the income is absolutely limitless, and you're also helping people out through their transactions, so it could be a very fulfilling career for you as well. But like I mentioned, I don't want to only talk about the good, beautiful things about our business in this video. I also want to be totally real and upfront with you and tell you the difficult things as well. The first thing that I'll mention here is that obviously there's no guarantee of a stable income. If you have built your business to the point that your pipeline is very full and you have a lot of repeat and referral business, which is the number one best way to build your business in a career like real estate, then that's one thing. However, this of course takes quite a long time to get to, and the income that you have while you're working your way up there is not at all guaranteed. Nobody's going to be looking to pay you a salary in this business, and nobody's going to be looking to help you out more than you can help yourself. And of course, even if you do put the work in with any given one client, there's no guarantee that they're going to transact at the end of the day, because people can't control different circumstances. And if you're working with someone for 3 months and all of a sudden they decide, you know what, I just want to delay my home search, it's not really the right time for me to be looking.
Vincent, I'm on the intercom.
And you spend hours and hours with this person, but you haven't done a deal, so you don't get paid. These are the realities of our business. This is something that you do have to be ready for getting into our industry, putting in the work with someone and spending the time and really trying your best for them, and then not getting paid for that work at the end of the day. So as salespeople, of course, we have to understand that sales is a fundamental part of our business. Keeping our pipelines full of prospects that want to work with us and transact with us is going to be imperative to helping build your business. The second thing I'll mention is that you should be ready to work on evenings and work on weekends. This goes without saying that the people that we're going to be working with are probably working 9-to-5 jobs or something of the sort, and the time that they have available to dedicate to their home search is going to be after 6 p.m. on weekdays, sometimes on weekends. Also, we, of course, sometimes have to host an open house on a weekend or things like this. So I would be prepared for the fact that you do have to be very flexible in the hours that you can work and provide service to your clients and customers. And I'll also mention something that not a lot of people are necessarily prepared for before they get into our business, which is that if you're not actively doing business, if there's a year where you do 0 transactions, you're actually losing money because you're paying for your licensing fees, your annual dues, your memberships correlating to the governing bodies and real estate boards, wherever it is that you might be. So all of these fees are going to accrue and build up, and if you're not making any money, you're actually going to be losing money as time goes by just to hold your license. Guys, that's gonna be it for me for today. As you could see, this is the very first video that I'm putting on this channel. I'm very excited.
Let me tell you guys today, I'm so excited.
I'd love for you to leave me a comment on a topic that you'd like to see from here in the future. And please don't hit the like button or subscribe unless I gave you something of value that you actually feel that you could use.
Got it.
I don't want to just sit here and go on diatribes that aren't helping anyone. I want to make sure that the people watching this are getting some sort of value from the things that I'm saying, because honestly, real estate can be a roller coaster, and I've been through every single high that you could possibly go through and all of the lows as well. And what's the point of going through all the pain and suffering if you can't at least help someone out at the end of the day? So that being said, me love you long time. Hope to see you in a future video very soon. Peace.